Guys, welcome back to Click Academics. In today's video, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to solve this exponential equation. So we have x squared minus 6 squared minus 6 is equal to x. And what I'm first going to do is I'm actually going to set a equal to x squared minus 6. So I'm going to set the variable a equal to x squared minus 6. And if this is true, and if we substitute in a for x squared minus 6, our equation would be a squared minus 6 is equal to x. So now if this is true, and let's say this is equation 1 and this is equation 2. Now, I'm actually going to subtract both of these. I'm going to subtract x squared minus a squared. So x squared minus a squared. And what ends up happening is we get the result as a minus x. X squared minus a squared is equal to a minus x. So if we have something in the form m squared minus n squared, this can also be written as m plus n times m minus n. Meaning x squared minus a squared is equal to x plus a times x minus a. And now if I add x on both sides, we would get plus x, and then if I subtract a on both sides, we would get minus a, and now because there's nothing left on our right hand side, we would simply have 0. So now I'm going to factor out x minus a from this. So x minus a times x minus a, x plus a times x minus a divided by x minus a is simply just x plus a. And x minus a divided by x minus a is 1. So we have x plus a plus 1. And this is equal to 0. So now this would actually give us two equations. We would have x minus a is equal to 0. And for this, if we add a on both sides, we simply get x is equal to a. And if x is equal to x squared minus 6, because remember, a is equal to x squared minus 6 and x equals a. That means x equals x squared minus 6. And if we subtract by x on both sides, so we get 0 is equal to x squared minus x minus 6. Now we have a quadratic equation, and this would actually be simplified to 0 is equal to x minus 3 times x plus 2, meaning our two solutions for x would be x is equal to 3 and x is equal to -2. However, there is still another equation. We still have x plus a plus 1 equals 0. So if x plus a plus 1 is equal to 0, that means that x is equal to, I'm going to subtract everything and move it to the right hand side, negative a minus 1. And I'm actually going to plug in a. A is x squared minus 6, so this means x is equal to negative 1 times x squared minus 6 is negative x squared plus 6 minus 1, and 6 minus 1 is 5. So we have negative x squared plus 5. So now if we subtract x on both sides, we get 0 is equal to x squared plus x minus 5. And if we plug this into our quadratic formula, we get negative 1 plus or minus the square root of 21 over 2. So these are our two other equations. We have negative 1 plus the square root of 21 over 2 and negative 1 minus the square root of 21 over 2. Welcome back to Click Academics. In today's video, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to solve this exponential equation. So we have 81 to the power of x equals 27 to the power, we have 81 to the power of x minus 27 to the power of x equals 0. Now what I'm first going to do is I'm going to change 81 to 3 to the power of 4. So I'm going to replace 81 with 3 to the power of 4. So now we have 3 to the power of 4 to the power of x minus, now I'm going to change 27 to 3 to the power of 3. So now we have 3 to the power of 3 to the power of x. And this is equal to 0. Now, if we have something in the form a to the power of m to the power of n, this is actually equal to a to the power of m times n. Meaning 3 to the power of 4 to the power of x, well, this would equal 3 to the power of 4 times x, or we could also write that as 4x. Minus, now we're going to do the same thing over here. 3 to the power of 3 to the power of x. This is the same thing as 3 to the power of 3 times x, which is simply just 3x. Now this is equal to 0. Now I'm actually going to add 3 to the power of 3x on both sides. So now we get 3 to the power 4x. These two cancel out. Equals 3 to the power of 3x. Now, because these two bases are the same, this also means that the exponents here are the same as well. Because if we have a to the power of b equals a to the power of c, this means that b is equal to c, meaning 4x is equal to 3x. So now if I divide by 3 on both sides, I get 4 over 3x is equal to x, meaning the only value that would fit this would be 0. So x is equal to 0. And as you can see, if we plug 0 in for this equation, we get 81 to the power of 0 minus 27 to the power of 0 equals 0. And anything to the power of 0 is 1. So we get 1 minus 1, which does equal 0.